Hi, my name is Trent Bowman, and I'm a Senior Solutions Engineer with Trellix. Today we're going to talk about how you can use the Threats Dashboard in Helix to quickly determine which threats are critical in your environment and view key information regarding assets, risk scoring, and TTPs. When you first log into Helix, you're presented with the Summary Dashboard. We want to move over to the Threats Dashboard, so we're going to go up to the top left pancake menu. You can see right here. We're going to go ahead and click that, and you're presented with several different dashboards that you can access. Specifically today, we're going to look at the Threats Dashboard, which is the bottom option right there. As we click into that Threats Dashboard, you see you're presented with some great info right off the jump. First is the total number of threats. You can see we're just above 45,000. Now, it is important to note the difference between a threat and an alert. An alert is coming from individual security vectors. This could be network security, endpoint security, email security, cloud security. Those are all unique individual alerts. What we do in Helix and on this Threats Dashboard specifically is correlate those unique alerts and turn them into what we call a threat. So in this case, we have just over 45,000 threats. 186 of them must be reviewed as soon as possible. That means that those are critical threats. We've correlated unique alerts, which I'll show you here in a second. And 186 of them are critical and must be reviewed as soon as possible. We also have 5 recommended to be reviewed proactively. Again, these may not fall in the critical category, but they are something we definitely want to make time for eventually. As we look down the screen here, you can see we're showing the top 6 threats. Now, it's important to understand that you can filter based on time. So if you look on the far right of the screen, way over on the right, you can see show past 7 days. So these are our top 6 threats for the past 7 days. You can certainly filter by different time frames. Maybe you want to look at the past 24 hours. Maybe you want to look at the past month or the past year. In this case, let's go ahead and flip to the past year so we can get a good look of our environment for the past year. You can see those top 6 threats have changed when we change the time frame. Now, let's look at these threats a little closer. If we hover over that risk score of 1338 on our top threat, you can see a few things. This is the risk score rationale. Again, 1338 is the risk score that we have given it. Obviously, that's in the critical range, so we mark it as critical. 36 unique alerts were triggered for this threat, meaning that these could have come from endpoint alerts. They could have been network or firewall alerts, things like that. We've correlated them all together to make one threat with 36 unique alerts within it. The other nice thing we can do in Helix is tag VIPs, meaning that maybe there's an asset that you want to tag and keep a close eye on. Could be a server, could be an executive machine. In this case, we have one VIP that was involved with this threat. So that's a quick glimpse of that threat when you hover over the risk score. Now, we also provide some insight as to what techniques and tactics these threat actors are using within this threat. You can see here, there's a quick description. We're looking at different tactics and things like collection. Right here, the first word. Archived collected data techniques. Backdoors, potentially. Obviously, malware's been detected in this threat as well. So you can see some of those TTPs very easily on this correlated threat. The nice thing is we show you the affected assets as well. So if we hover over some of these little pictures, you can see we have 4 affected assets, one of which is that VIP that we talked about. So you can see that VIP marked here in orange. It is a host machine. Looks like some lateral movement was detected. We also have a couple of users and another host machine that wasn't tagged as a VIP. So it's quick and easy to see the affected assets. Finally, we have what are called tags. Tags show you those vectors that the unique alerts are coming from. So as we hover over these 4 different tags on this specific threat, you can see the source for events is one of the threat intelligence threat vector. So that's that first one. We also are seeing events from the network threat vector, email threat vector, and endpoint threat vector as well. Again, this is very useful because we're not just showing unique alerts, we're correlating all of them together to form one threat. So you can do this through all top 6 of your threats. You can also view all of your threats in a graph mode as well by clicking this link if you want to dive deeper. The final thing on the threat dashboard today is we have a couple useful graphs on the right. First one being total risk score. This will show you, are you trending in the right direction over the past year, over the past month, over the past quarter, things like that. And then assigned threats as well. You can see we are a light case management system. So as you assign these threats for investigation to your team, you can keep track of that, again, over a specified time frame. You can see here Gary has 1 case assigned to him right there. And so hopefully this was useful to show you how you can use the threats dashboard within Helix to quickly determine which threats are critical in your environment and view the key information regarding things like assets, risk scoring, and TTPs. Check back for more product smart tips from Trellix.